MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Everybody ready for a new week? The last week of April, we're headed toward Saturday will be the end, April 30th. And I had to look at a calendar. I had in my head it was 31 days, and it's only 30 this month.
Yeah, this month flew right on by.
It
really
did.
Where did it go?
I take it by looking at you here on camera, it looks like you were out in the sun a little bit this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I really, it was a pretty weekend, and I got a little bit of a tan. I tan really easy, so I mean, if I'm out there very long, I kind of look.
We were looking for
dark,
photos of her on a lawnmower, but we've yet to uncover those.
Oh, I was on the other day, and the next day I suffered with a sinus headache because of all the pollen and the dust. So.
We'll be glad when that stuff finally does go away. If you hadn't fired up your lawnmower yet, you better, because your grass will get away from you.
Right.
Without a doubt.
It gets too thick. It just sounds like you're going to bog down, but yeah.
We have breaking news in Meridian, Mississippi this morning. We've been talking about this for probably a year. And as we go to our Facebook page, we'll get full details in a moment. But I just got a note from the Meridian Police Department. An arrest has been made. Finally, he was spotted at 6:30 this morning on North Hill Street, wearing nothing but a smile. Yet again, naked man has been taken into custody.
Wasn't that a sight, I'm sure, to arrest someone who's just fully naked? I'm sure maybe they had a blanket or something to throw over.
Well, you still got to cuff and stuff them.
Yeah.
And that cuffing part will be kind of like, I didn't know all this was in my job description.
Yeah.
But finally, an arrest has been made. I'm sure that we will, that's funny. Roy says his streak is over.
Oh, gosh.
That's cute. We will have mugshots hopefully before long as they are now processing this at the police station. I don't know how many officers were involved in the chase down yet.
Right.
We will get it, but we do know that he has been arrested. This has been going on for. This is not something that just started. This has been years. He has eluded police in some shape, form of running into a backyard, escaping over and over.
Yeah. And, I'm just so glad that I didn't have the, I'm not going to say honor, because it wouldn't have been an honor, the privilege, of witnessing that myself. So glad I did not.
Lots of people have, though.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing arrest has been made, and I smile on this just because it's been going on for so long.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all, mugshots from the waist only.
It just makes you wonder, though, is somebody having issues
when
they do
know.
something like that? So, and I mean, I'm glad that they've caught him. Hopefully, this will be the end of it, but you never know.
Nick Dowell says the streak is over. I'm trying to hold a straight face on this. We will let you know as more develops on this morning. This is huge for our little area there, because seriously, it has been probably 5 to 6 years. I've spoken to other MPD officers that go, "Hey, I saw that," and they go, "Yeah, that's been going on. We haven't been able to catch him."
Yeah,
and because by the time something is called in to the police station and then they arrive on scene, whether they're a few blocks away, someone's had time to maneuver.
Yeah. I know the other day, like I was telling you earlier, I kind of witnessed somebody like 3/4 of the way undressed on a street corner. I don't know if that was the process going on. I don't know, but it could have been him the other day. I don't know.
I was in, and I say this. This was back in the 90s. I was in Jackson, Mississippi on County Line Road. Anybody know where that is?
Yeah.
And they have it used to be, and I hadn't been on County Line Road in quite some time. It was the Shoney's restaurant, and they also had a hotel next door to it. And it was easy to where I had to go, and I might have been staying there one night. And as I was walking up to my room, here come this old boy with his blue jeans in his hand, not wearing a thing.
Goodness.
A few minutes later, here comes a husband.
Okay.
In hot pursuit. And I thought,
Yeah.
That was live on the scene. That was back before cell phones had a camera on it, so you couldn't.
Might have been a few injuries after that. Yeah.
It was the chase was on. I sure do hope that old boy was a great sprinter. I don't know how it turned out.
Yeah. Hopefully he survived that, but I don't know.
Lord have mercy. We want to remind you that today that state offices are closed. Now, the county offices, and if you have to be at court this morning, don't use it for an excuse because court is going on. Only state agencies are closed today for Confederate Memorial Day. From my understanding, the county offices closed on Good Friday. Instead, they had the choice of which day, and they went with Good Friday to be off. So that happens today. Make sure that you remember that. And as we look at the monument downtown, Confederate Memorial there at the courthouse lawn, that is what is going on. So if you go somewhere and it's not all open, that's why.
Okay.
But you can bust up and see Donna Gill all you want. She's going to be there all day. Hope you'll enjoy yourself. Temperatures today. Now, we do expect rain. We don't want anybody to think you're not going to get wet. Take your umbrella with you wherever you go. This is our forecast that we've got for you for the week here. As we look at this, 85 today, but rain. We'll get down to 60 tonight. Look at the temperature change, Candace. 70 tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning, as you wake up Wednesday morning, 46. So it'll be a little nippy then, and then temperatures will heat back up.
Yeah.
But chilly for a day or so there. But rain is on the way. And let's take a look at radar real quick there so you'll know exactly where the rain is. It's out to our west, making its way slowly toward Mississippi. Mississippi Delta up around Memphis has already got a few showers, but this leg here is what will affect us. The fog has lifted a little bit to the south of us around Hattiesburg right now. If you're in those areas, keep that in mind. But looking better overall there.
Right after dark yesterday, we had a small sprinkle up at the house. I thought it was starting then, but, I wasn't expecting it yesterday evening, but
there you go.
Kind of cooled things off.
See Bill making comments this morning. I saw Bill, and I'll have to look it up. You had a picture that you posted this weekend with Manuel, of course, the guy that designed Elvis Presley's Gold LeMay jacket, designed Hank Williams' jacket that had all of the music notes on it. He's been around for quite some time. A living legend in the clothing market. He even designed Dwight Yoakam's tight breeches and jackets. He's the one that come up with the design for that. Tells a great story of the first time that he met Elvis and the Colonel brought him in and they come up with that Gold LeMay jacket. Just a walking piece of history for those that
Dwight Yoakam.
Jokum? What Jokum?
Dwight Yoakam.
Bill says he's a friend of his.
Yeah.
Bill, if I remember right, he's a ladies' man. When I met him, he was like, "Woo, look at that lady there." He was funny.
I bet he likes the stretch jeans that came out several years back. Probably a lot.
I like them.
I mean,
you talking about for ladies or
for
him to wear?
himself? I mean, goodness great. I don't see how you breathe in jeans that tight.
Oh, you mean Dwight? I thought you were talking.
Yeah, it looked like they're painted on a little bit.
You gotta be
so
cool.
Tight.
Relax. Ain't nothing
but
like.
I like Dwight Yoakam.
His pants
I like
him?
his music. Like his music.
I had to clarify.
He is a good actor.
He is. But there was a lot of ladies I remember that used to call him Tight Pants Yoakum. And I'd hate to know that I had to wear something that tight because you have to sometimes reach in your pocket to get your wallet.
I don't think you could put a wallet in those pockets.
I'd pass out. I saw a little girl had a quarter. I think it was a 72.
Yeah.
I saw in her pocket.
Yeah. But he is a great artist, great actor. I really know when on Sling Blade, I did not expect him to be like such a good actor. He really played a good part. He really did.
He is quite the actor. I hadn't seen him as much lately.
They need to put him in a few more things because he's really good.
Hey, I wanted to bring this up before we get into some more news this morning. But the kids, your ball team, let me pull up this picture here. They won, didn't they?
They did. They took second place, and they're the 7U team for Diamond Elite in the USSSA Hub City Super Regionalist.
Boy, that's
regionals.
A mouthful.
Excuse me, I can't even talk this morning. But yeah, they did a great job. They worked really hard, and we're proud of them. We're really proud of them.
Just take time with your kids.
Second place.
Throw a ball.
Yeah.
So is the season over? Like you stay home now?
No. They travel ball, so it's tournaments. We go to different places and play tournaments.
When does that end? When do you get a break? Ever?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Okay.
But if they had won this, and actually they did get a pass to be able to go to the World Series for the little leaguers. So anyway, so I don't know if we're going or not, but they did a great job, and we're super, super proud of them. They worked really hard.
which brings to mind, I really, really like the Bad News Bears. I don't know if y'all ever watched that. Walter Matthau. That was funny. I don't care who you are. As we turn to talk about our friend Chet, and Chet is really good at what he does. Well, that's a paint and body shop. I saw Chet yesterday looking for a lawnmower key. He had misplaced his. And they're back focused this morning on cars. Whether you've had a deer bump into the side of your car, if you accidentally done a mailbox or somebody hits you, see them today. Let them show you how they'll get your car back together. They'll handle all the hard stuff for you there. Get you fixed up. No matter the damage, whether it's you've been sideswiped, you've been T-boned, whatever the case is, they want your car to look as good or better than it did to begin with. It's quality paint, quality work that can't be beat. They stand behind what they do, and, well, they take them for their word. If they tell you something, that's when it's going to be done. 9888 Highway 495 is where you'll find them there. Drop in, visit them. It's a paint booth there on the inside there. A lot of guys work there. They're the best of the best. You got to toll that mark when you work for Chet. Insurance claim, they'll help you with all of that and get you fixed up and lined up with a rental car as well. See them today, Highway 495. That's Chet's Paint and Body for all your work that you need done. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville has these great savings this week. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Heinz 57 steak sauce, $3.39. A1 steak sauce, $3.89. Bush baked beans, 28-ounce can, 2 for $5. Whole boneless pork loin, $1.89 a pound. And leg quarters, a 10-pound package, only $5.99.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
After a long day at work, I was hit by a truck less than a mile from my house. I'm LaTanya from Hattiesburg. I've worked hard all my life, but I found out the hard way insurance companies can abandon their customers when they need them the most. I needed someone that would work and fight for me, so I called Richard Schwartz, and I'll tell you, I'm forever grateful I made that call.
Remember, I'm your Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz. I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. And you wanted to bring up something that someone pointed out.
Jerry Stokes brought it up, but a family needs prayers, and this was my ex-sister-in-law's son, Jeremy Shepard. This weekend was helping burn a brush pile, and it was an accident that happened, and he got burned. And he's at the burn center in Jackson right now. And they need your prayers because this is a very, very painful thing. I mean, I cannot even imagine.
No,
it
me
just breaks
either.
my heart because, if you get a small burn, it hurts really bad.
Oh, yeah, we've all gotten that on our hand.
Right. And also, we just want to pray for him and pray for God to lay his hands on him and, help him through this because it's a bad situation. Also, Jerry wanted to mention Mr. Rodney Whitcomb. He's in Sumter County, Alabama. He backed over his wife of 50 years while backing his truck out of the barn, and she had passed away. So they need a lot of prayer. That's
absolutely.
That's an awful thing, tragic accident. So please pray for these families because it's just horrible.
Oh, that is.
They need a lot of prayer right now.
Right there.
Yes.
A lot of activities over the week, and I pulled this up, Bill. I'm going to share your picture. Debbie was able to, and I don't have time to get it up on the screen, but she pulled up a picture of us with Manuel. And here's Bill with Manuel, and again, the man is a living legend. He has dressed all of Nashville, and I'm sure that's where Bill's jacket come from there when he's performing there. But a great interview, and he has this accent about him. I would imagine when he was a younger fella, he was quite the gentleman, so to speak, there.
I don't know what kind of designs you call that, but I like all that. The
Porter Wagner look.
I guess.
Hi there.
I think that's like classic country
It is.
style.
It is.
So.
But you don't see it as much these days as you used to. I remember when Tim McGraw first came out, he had one, but boy, he lost that pretty quick. But a lot of folks, the nudie suit is what it's called. and very popular. I like them.
Yeah.
Makes you stand out in your rhinestones.
Yeah.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. As we begin today, we bring up, this happened after we got off the air on Friday, as we pull this up from Northeast High School. This happened Friday. You can read all about this on sammedia.network. A gun was found at Northeast High School on Friday. Now, we want to point out, at no time was the gun pulled or seen by anybody. It was found in a car. A group of kids were in the parking lot when they should have been in class. The school resource officer notices this. He goes over and investigates and then finds the pistol, calls the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. They came, and an arrest was made of one child. And again, they point out no one was in harm's way. It was in the car the entire time, but it is against school policy to have a gun in your car nowadays at schools. And we understand why. Times have changed.
Yeah.
And it's a juvenile, so no names will be released on this. I want to point that out. Again, no one was hurt. A scare. The text that went out was called a soft lockdown to parents. And I had a lot of parents going, what is a soft lockdown? I do not have the terminology for that. We'll speak with Lauderdale County School District. I need a list of those, of what they release moving forward, so we'll know what to tell you and give you the definition of what all that is. And I'll get with them this week and have that on hand. So that happened on Friday. Like I said, a little scare. Early this morning at daylight, as we got to the studio to begin putting together today's show, we found out that there was another fire that has rattled our community. This time we go to the southeast community. A family has lost everything that they own to. The home totally destroyed. As we pull this up, here's Southeast High School. This is going to be due south of there. Long Creek is where this was. Their home totally gone.
My goodness.
If you happen to know the family, can get us some sizes of what clothes they need, we'll get that posted so others can help out with this.
Yes.
Thankfully, no one was hurt with this. Now we go to our second story of the weekend, State Boulevard Extension. As we go here to pull this up, this is right down the street from Al's Garden and Gift off Highway 19. This is in front of Church of the Way. This home totally destroyed this Saturday. As a matter of fact, overnight, I want to say the fire department made 5 to 6 more trips as it would catch back up.
Goodness gracious.
But
it was a total loss for the family.
Yes.
Right? They lost everything.
And let's pull this up because they do need your help. You imagine they've got 4 children that live in the home, mother and father, and you try to clothe everybody real quick.
Right.
They need your help. Now, Al's Garden and Gift is taking donations. Whether it's a gift card, cash, or you've got actual clothing that they can wear. And here's the sizes. Again, you can find this on sammedia.network. Come visit us there, and you can read all of this. 2 10-year-old boys, an 8-year-old girl, and a 19-year-old boy, and then the mother and father here that you can read about.
Yeah, screenshot those sizes and share them too with other people if you can help this family out in any kind of way.
Visit them there, but their home, a total loss.
Yes.
Which brings us to our next story, Skyland Drive. This weekend, we got the call early Saturday morning that a fire had started there. A loss of life for an elderly gentleman. We pass along condolences to the family. What a horrible situation to lose someone in a fire.
Yes.
Keep them in your thoughts, your prayers. There's absolutely nothing that you can do to bring someone back, but it's just a bad situation. We pray for them.
Yes.
We do. In any way that you can help that family, they would appreciate that as well. As we look at that, as we look at things that go on in our community, we do our very best to get you the absolute latest when it comes to headlines and things that are going on in our community. I got a report Saturday, several texts that came in and said, hey, I heard gunshots, 20th Street, 20th Avenue, and I made a post. And at that point in time, I had no reports of anything damaged. That changed yesterday afternoon as I found out that a van had been struck. Now, this is Comcast.
Yes.
Traveling down the road, a guy that worked for him, they're going to a call. The van was struck in the rear, this part back here, 3 to 4 times. One of the bullet holes could be an exit, so it's either 3 or 4. He was not hurt, but it doesn't change the fact that they were shot. Now, possibly involved from people that were in the area. Said it could have been a red Kia Soul car and a darker sedan that were probably shooting amongst each other. He just happened to be there. We can't allow this.
No.
Call the police. Write down anything that you see when something goes like this. If you got a passenger in the car and are able to take pictures, do that. So it helps police solve these crimes. If they don't know about it, they can't do anything about it. And we've got to, as what is his name, the McGruff, the crime dog, we got to put a stop to all this.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been a very tragic thing.
Could have been. We could be sitting here telling you something totally different this morning that somebody.
Yeah, and we have workers all over this city who get out and have to go and work on things out in public in the, broad daylight in the open. I mean, and stuff like this is going on. It's just, it's horrible.
And I don't understand everything. As I grow older, I learn, each day you learn something new. But is this probably gang related? Absolutely. As I'm being told from people in the community, and again, I don't know a lot about gangs, but from what they're telling me, at an early age, they start in high school and recruit people. And what I'm being told is if you don't join, your life is horrible at school. They come after the children for not joining this. Gangs are deep within the school systems and punish children for not joining their gangs. And the way it was worded to me, if that child wants to survive, they got to take up with somebody.
Yeah.
We need to, I don't know how to curb that.
Yeah.
And again, that may not be all the facts, but that's what I'm being told. I don't know much about it. I need to learn more so we can pass along more information to you on that. But that's one of the texts that I've gotten about all of this. That's sad.
It is sad, and it's sad when they live in a certain district and they have to go to that school.
You're right. You can't get out.
What else can you do? I mean, it's just...
And the best I can say is parents, be really, really involved with your children. Find out if someone is doing something to your child. Report it immediately if you see it. So... Well, as I learn more, I'll share more on that.
Yeah.
We've got a benefit coming up on Saturday as we'll go down to Marion for a benefit to help David Shelton. David, I think most people know him very well. I went to high school with David's sister. He was a little tad older than me, but he's being diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor. And they're going to do a fundraiser for him in Marion coming up Saturday. He's having to take chemotherapy. It's in Jackson. It's very expensive going back and forth, and they're going to do a cooking, a jambalaya plate. And also, I think they've got a raffle going on. So if you'd like to help David, it's this Saturday there at the Sign Doctor in Marion. Help out one of our community. And
Yes,
I know
they'll have to do a lot of traveling to help them out.
I know you're going to this without a doubt before I even say it there as we pull this up. Collinsville Day.
Yes, if you haven't ever been to Collinsville Day, you're missing out because they have a lot of good things for the kids to do. They have vendors set up. They have a little West Lauderdale Youth Association has baseball games that you can go and watch, and food, chicken plates, $10. You get a dessert and tea also. But it's fun to go. They usually have a jump house for the kids and stuff like that. But yeah. May
7th is when it will happen from 9 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. So enjoy yourself.
58 vendor booths is what it says. So, yeah.
And a car show.
And a pageant. West Lauderdale Band's going to be there. A lot of times they'll have I don't know if they're going to have it this time, but they'll have the West Lauderdale chorus singing. So I'm not sure this time, but we'll see.
You have to get you to put on a talent show. That's a few of the things happening in our community. And as always, if you've got something, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know, and we'll be glad to share that message with other people. I was double checking here. I think there are a few other community things. Let me go to the webpage here and take a look real quick so we don't leave anybody out of upcoming. Also, we want to bring this up. This is coming up out summer camp at Pine Lake Fellowships Camp. Open house, April the 23rd, which has already happened.
Oh.
Whoops.
Well, Hopefully it was a great turnout.
Yes,
I hope
sir.
It was.
I missed that one, didn't I,
Mine
Candace?
Lake is that's a good summer camp for kids. I know of a lot of kids that have gone there.
Yep.
They have a good time. So.
Also, this is coming. Salvation Army doing this week. They do so much with people that lose their homes. They come out, they provide meals and help out as much as they can. This is going to be tomorrow from 4 in the afternoon to 6:30. They've got a brand new building, 120-year anniversary.
Gosh, that's a big milestone.
Yeah, I actually read the date and got that up in time, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Whoops.
4 p.m. to 6:30. All the public is invited, and you can contact Captain Tamara Robb, 601-483-6156 if you need any more information about it.
I'm telling you, y'all just don't realize how much they do behind the scenes. We see them at Christmas, but again, it's so much more that they do.
Yes.
A few of the things there. Already 8:25 coming up. We'll tell you what happened on this date as we look around things that went on around the nation today. Ukraine, they've struck some of these oil fields of Russia, where they're storing their fuel to attack them. That's good. And if you ain't got fuel, you can't go hurt somebody. As we look at this, Elon, I think you had mentioned this on Friday, that there may be a changing of the guard.
Yeah.
He may be owning Twitter before this is over.
Yeah.
Possibly conservative values coming back to where it would open it up to everybody that's been blocked, that board deemed was, what's the word I'm looking for? That they ruled, Trump and many others, that if you went against whatever they liked, they banned you.
Right. Yeah, and that shouldn't be.
Free speech is what America is
I can
based on.
understand if you're saying stuff that is like threatening someone or something like that. But
Harmful.
if it's just because I don't like what you're saying, I'm gonna ban you. That's just not right.
No, it's not.
You know.
So Big D may be coming back to Twitter before long if he gets control of this.
Yeah.
He's offered them quite a profit.
I saw yesterday where he and Bill Gates are kind of having a tiff.
Oh, where he made fun of the
Well, he made fun of Bill.
How do you call it? The emoji?
The pregnant man emoji. He said it was Bill Gates. I don't know. And you put side by side, it does have a little bit.
It did resemble. I saw
similarities,
that.
You know, but anyway, yesterday it was something about the stocks or shareholder stuff. I don't know. Bill Gates was trying to do something against the Tesla stock.
Oh. And
I'm just saying, and I figured it was going to be like that. You know, with Elon Musk having the electric cars, and then he's trying to get all this stuff done where he can get Twitter and turn it around.
Yeah.
Well, the other side, the Democratic side that is all for everybody getting electric cars, I figured that there would be some kind of backlash. Like, I'm thinking they're going, I don't know. I just can't see them backing him and trying to make his business more profitable now since he is going against. We'll just have to look and see. Just wait and see.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Hey, I'm going to share a picture later. I've been posting sunsets.
Right.
Here come the judge. Ricky Roberts just sent me. This is absolutely gorgeous.
That is pretty.
Of the sunset. I'm going to share this in a little while. Ricky, you go ahead with your photography stuff.
Yes.
Ricky Roberts, Judge Roberts there. But we'll share his picture a little while. And if you'd like to do that, inbox us at Facebook, or you can email us at scottyray1969@aol.com, and we'll get your picture up too.
Yes. If you want to see some beautiful sunsets, just go across the causeway of the reservoir in the evening time when the sun is setting. You can see some beautiful, beautiful sunsets.
But has Candace stopped and took a picture for us?
I tried.
No.
Look, I have. I'm scared I'm going to get ran over if I pull over, but and I can't take one going down the road. But I have tried to take one and it's hard to get the sun on a phone. It's just not.
Can you get it in there?
It's like it's just a glare. But if somebody has a really good camera, you can get some beautiful sunset pictures.
I'm in the process of getting another camera for events and things that we need to video and tape. Whew, have mercy.
I have a couple of good cameras, really good ones at home, but I just never have them with me. So
That always happens.
yeah. Anyway.
Let's see here. A lot of good mornings coming in. JT Reid, how in the world are you doing?
Margie Ann Lancaster, good morning. She said prayers for a Raleigh elementary teacher, Miss Crenshaw. She has breast cancer surgery today. So our hearts go out to her. There's so many people hurting right now.
It is.
I mean, it's just so many people having a lot of issues.
Scott must have won some steak eating contest up at Collinsville day before.
Oh, goodness.
I would never be good at that. I'm
Me either.
I'm a slow eater.
I don't see how people do that. Ugh, I'd choke to death up there. I would.
I remember years ago, I forget, I think it was to meet Shania Twain. I think we done it with Bill Etheridge, Lincoln Mercury, where you had to put your hands behind your back and whoever ate the most Jell-O.
Oh.
And it was just face down. We done that inside Bonita Lakes Mall back in the day, back in probably early 2000s. It's been a long time ago.
I just don't think that's safe to be eating.
Jell-O is not that
Jell-O
bad.
wouldn't be bad.
And that's
but
why I went with Jell-O.
But like when they do like hot dog eating contests and like steak eating contests, I mean,
Have you watched
how safe can that be?
the video of that guy that is like the hot dog eating champion? It is, and he practices. I mean, just like one bite and the whole hot dog is gone. I couldn't do it.
You got to really want an award.
Well,
like,
it
really
depends
bad.
upon the prize.
Yeah, I guess if it's like lots of money or something. Yeah.
But I'd be sick for 2 weeks and never want that item again.
Me too.
Just small thoughts there. We got more on the way. Don't y'all rush off. We're going to make you smile. I promise you before the day is out. It's all on the way here with Scotty Ray and Candace. As the days get hotter, Sanders Gas reminds you to get your air conditioner tuned up. Sanders Gas can repair or replace your whole unit, whichever you need. Talk to Sanders about a tankless water heater now and never run out of hot water. Find out how easy and affordable it is to cook on gas stoves. And those backyard barbecues are coming. Don't run out of gas. Get yours refilled today. Sanders Gas, since 1946, 611 26th Avenue South, 601-693-4054. Michael Swansea, your Alpha Insurance agent, truly cares about his customers and makes it easy to get you the coverage you need at a competitive price that you can afford. Michael can tell you more about homeowner insurance. Maybe you've just bought a new mobile home, or you're renting for the first time and need insurance. Let Alpha protect your family with life insurance. And as your business grows, so does your insurance need. Michael Swansea, your Alpha Insurance agent. Call him at 601-938-0123. Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Candace. You had some, an anniversary you wanted to mention?
Shirley Sharp says happy anniversary to her husband of 58 years.
All I can say is God bless him. 58 years, Shirley.
Yes.
Woo.
But what a blessing to be able to be with someone that long. I mean, seriously, you know. I mean, seriously, because Kurt and I have been together 2 years, and then I think, you know, I'll never live long enough to see that. 58 years, you know.
I'm just
together.
thinking of Walter,
Yeah.
the little guy there with Jeff Dunham.
What did he say?
You
I know
where he's-
Walter. I know who you're
Where he's
talking
always
about.
talking about his wife
Oh,
and
yeah,
being
he
married
is.
for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He's grouchy.
Yeah, I like Walter. But
yeah,
congratulations.
so much, such a blessing though to be with someone for 58 years, and we hope y'all have a wonderful anniversary day.
We hadn't heard from him
Do
yet.
something good together, huh?
I said we hadn't heard from.
I'm sure he is proud to be married to her for 58.
Oh, that's a long time there. As we turn the pages of time backwards, let's take a look at a few things that happened on this date. 1917. You'd remember this lady. She was born on this date, and you would know her, and you know her today. Ella Fitzgerald was born. Now, Ella is also the one that done, is it live or is it Memorex? Am I right?
I don't know.
Where it would break the glass? I think that's who that was.
Okay. Who was the one? Is she the one that sung At Last?
Oh, I know none
Okay.
of her songs.
Okay.
I know her name, and she'd get up there and bust glass on the Memorex cassette commercials.
That might not be the one. I probably don't know my songs.
I don't know.
again.
I don't know any
that's hard to
jazz
believe.
or anything like that. That's never been my type of music, but a lot of people love it. Marriage is for life, Rachel Lott says. What was that old Stonewall Jackson? Still got life to go. Whoops. 1940, he would be one of the action-packed heroes that would hit the movie screens. Anybody remember Al Pacino?
Yes.
And if you've never watched that movie right here called 88 Minutes, that is a good movie. What would you do if you found out you had 88 minutes left to live? Somebody had poisoned you. It's a good show.
Goodness.
So check that out. Of course, The Godfather and so many others that he done. 1960, this was the #1 song on the radio. And think most people even cross lines because it was so popular. Jim Reeves had the gentleman Jim Reeves, as he is referred to, is tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and he'll have to go, was number one.
Was he on the Andy Griffith Show one time?
Not that I'm aware of, but he never, not that I know of.
Okay. I just didn't know if he made a guest appearance or something.
You may know more than me, though.
Yeah, okay.
That does happen. 1960, what was the number one song in America? Stuck on You. Elvis Presley had the number one there. And also on this same date, if you look at this, 1977, this would also be the last concert that Elvis ever gave on this date. Before live, where he done the recording there. They recorded Moody Blue and all of that, those recordings. 1964. Who remembers the Phil Shivers show? Did I pronounce his name right? That's a lot
Shivers?
of S's. Shivers show.
Yeah.
I better hush. I'll be said something wrong. It was the last episode of that. It was very popular back in the day. I've seen a rerun here and there. I didn't watch it on a regular basis. I'm right.
I've never seen that. So.
She was those for the commercials. There you go. This was a brief marriage. She married somebody famous, if I remember correctly. His name might have been Kenny Chesney. It was like for overnight they were married.
Yeah.
And then she would raise questions with her answer as to, I can't remember the exact wording of it, but she caused a lot of questions to be brought up about Kenny at the time. I think all that's water under the bridge, so to speak. And he's still not married.
Yeah. But she has a totally different look now. You know, she went through, I think she had some kind of
I called
procedures done or something.
Harsh looking lady there. It's like, don't sneak up on her.
They did say that at last song was by Etta James.
Yeah,
I love that song. That's pretty.
I don't know Etta James. Who is Etta?
You know that song, At Last, My Love Has Come Along. You ain't never heard that? I'm not a good
Where would you
singer
hear
of
that at? I mean, what type of music is that?
I don't know. Would that be jazz? I don't know what that would be. Like a soul type music? I don't know. Bill would tell us.
Like jazz, I think of New Orleans, the jazz music from there when I think of jazz. And no offense to anybody, I hope y'all like that, but I don't know that one.
If you ever heard it, not my version, you'd probably understand it. Yeah, or you'd hear it. I mean, you would recognize it. I can't even pick a word this morning. What's wrong with me?
I know. I'm being honest here when it comes to jazz. I know when the Saints come marching in. That's about as far the extent of my goes.
But I do like jazz. I think I like it.
If I had to pick something other than country, I'd have to go with blues because it paints a story.
Yeah, I like
jazz. Doesn't quite do that. 1970. You woke up on this date. I was 1 year old at the time. I didn't know anything about this, but as I got older, I would know the song. ABC. That was the number one song from the Jackson 5. Little Michael was ruling the charts even at an early age. Dressed colorful, by the way.
I have a CD that has all the old Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson songs.
I know they had other songs, but I couldn't tell you another one if I had to.
Rockin' Robin. They did that.
Ben, the two of us. All about that little rat.
Yeah. Goodness, I can try to remember because my son that's 7 loves the old Michael ABC 1, 2, 3. You know, all those. Like
one of the most attractive women that ever breathed a breath would be on the cover of TV Guide today, 1970, and she was standing next to a legend. Who was it? Raquel Welch got the cover this week. Anybody remember that?
I have never seen her with long hair.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is. She's always been a pretty lady. Really
Two Mules for Sister Sarah. Wasn't that who that was in that with Clint?
I don't know.
I think so.
No, but she is very pretty. Even to this day, she's pretty.
Has to be a nice lady. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about her. Let's see here. 1978, this was the number one song, and I really liked it. They would go on to do a song called Her Trembling Fingers Dial the Telephone, Daytime Friends, Nighttime Lovers.
Yeah.
This would also be a number one for Kenny Rogers, and Dottie West. Every time two fools collide.
Too many Kennys this morning.
It was. Do you remember that song?
Yes.
Oh, boy. And Dottie, bless her heart, would be killed going to the Opry in a car wreck. So sad. Right there in that huge curve going into Opryland.
Goodness.
It was Shirley MacLaine in Two Mules. Okay. I had that one wrong. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, Shirley MacLaine and Raquel Welch. They don't look anything alike.
Well, she was in a nun outfit.
Yeah.
You couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess from behind they might look the same.
Yeah, I could. It's been a long time, but she was in several westerns.
Yeah.
I remember watching this in my. I don't think it was my teenage years. It was during my pre-10 years there. Anybody remember the name Dan Tana? TV show called Las Vegas. He was a detective, and he'd drive his car into his house. As a kid, I thought that was neat. He had a garage door and just drove his car into his living room. Vegas premiered on this date back in 1978.
Now, is this guy in the yellow jacket? Is he still around? Is he still living?
Boy, I almost had his name. Robert Urich, is that it?
I don't know, but I remember his face. I did not know his name, and I remember seeing him. And
damn about this TV show. And when I saw the cover of TV Guide, I thought, oh my gosh, I used to watch that all the time. Does anybody remember the TV show called Hunter?
I do.
He was a detective?
I used to watch it all the time.
I
forgot about it too, though. I mean, there's been several shows that we popped up on the screen here that I go, oh yeah, I remember that now.
1987, that was it. He was a big hit. He was kind of like the good old boy, a man's man. I like that. The final episode of Who's the Boss aired.
Yep, I watched that too.
We got another one, I think, that ended on this. The final episode of Growing Pains also. I never watched that show. I know a lot of people did, but I did not watch that one.
I used to watch it. Now, I've not seen The Mother on anything else since that show.
Just kind of faded away.
I haven't really seen many of them on anything else. Kirk Cameron is a big, he goes around and tells, he goes around to churches and different things. We had him here in Meridian. He was at Northcrest Baptist Church.
About a year ago or so, wasn't it?
And then he has a American Campfire Revival on Facebook. You can catch him on, and he goes on every day, just tells different things.
It pops up on my timeline all the time. He's live.
You need to watch it sometime. It's really good to watch.
All right, we're getting reports from several people here that Robert Urich has passed away from cancer several years ago. He was a great actor. I liked him a lot. Who watched this guy with bubble gum? He'd done a lot with just gum. The final episode of MacGyver aired, and they tried to get that and done a remake of it. I never watched the first episode of it. I did watch the first episode of that new Hawaii Five-0, and I went, and I never went back to watch it again. It just didn't grab me. I guess it was all about Jack Lord. To me, he was Steve McGarrett, and just couldn't be replaced. That's my thoughts. 19 lady, she was a huge superstar in her day. Ginger Rogers would pass away on this date back in 1995. We've lost
Pretty lady too.
She was. A lot of great ones there. Now, did you watch The Gong Show? Anybody remember that?
I'd catch a little snippet of it every now and then. I didn't sit there and watch the whole thing.
I did. Boy, it was great. They would have people on there that thought they were talented. They had 3 judges, and if one of the judges got up and hit the gong, they were thrown off the show.
Right.
Appearing guest on there called Gene the Dancing Machine. If y'all remember this guy, he would get on and dance. It's great on this day. The Statler brothers. Harold Reid would pass away on this date back in 2020.
Goodness.
Been a little while since we lost it. 2 years is so hard to believe. And again, his son sounds so much like him.
Was he the guy with the
he was
real
the deep
voice?
one.
Yeah.
Love me some Statler brothers. That's a few of the things that went on this day. Hopefully it brought back a smile to you. You remember a thing or two from these. Certainly hope so there. Let's talk about Snowden and Company when it comes time to replace your home. Downsizing, that's a word for it.
Or if you're getting ready to sell your home.
They have all of this. So many different people use them because, well, they're really good at what they do. Again, their word is their bond. Their handshake does it all there. They've got all the paperwork lined out. And if you've ever bought a home, when it comes to banking, there's a lot of this, and they're going to walk you through this, what needs to be done to protect you.
Yes.
Make sure that you got all your I's, and on closing date, something is not forgotten and you can't close. They'll have it all worked out for you. That's what they do. SnowdenRealEstate.com. You can visit them there, scan through all of the homes. They'll be there through 5 o'clock all the way through Friday there. By appointment on Saturday, they take care of you from Brandon, Forest, all of this area here as well. See them. They'll set you up for an appointment on Saturday. They'll be closed on Sunday. Maybe you need a mobile home, a single, double wide, whatever the case is, and plain out land to build on. Snowden and Company Real Estate. They're well worth the visit. See her. She's great at what she does. Amanda, and this is her team. That's what they do. 453-3937 is the number to call. You'll be glad to certainly help you out. Visit with them today. Find out more about it. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville has these great savings this week. Red, yellow, or orange bell peppers, 2 for $3. Heinz 57 steak sauce, $3.39. A1 steak sauce, $3.89. Bush baked beans, 28-ounce can, 2 for $5. Whole boneless pork loin, $1.89 a pound. And leg quarters, a 10-pound package, only $5.99.
When we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Benjamin Franklin is famously quoted as the best interest. The main reasons that Richard Schwartz and Associates are proud sponsors of the Golden Apple Award program. We take great pleasure in rewarding the teachers in our communities for doing the hard and often unappreciated work of teaching our children.
Okay, Stephen Warner McKinnon has put one on me that I
Said that MacGyver's half brother is Billy Dean.
did
They
not
do
know
have
that.
a little bit of resemblance, I think.
You'll remember
A little bit.
him singing Billy the Kid. Mm-hmm. We all lived through that. Hey, this is going up for sale, and I don't really understand how it's going up for sale. It hung in the White House for 20 years, and it's going up on the auction block. Let me show you the picture of what I'm talking about. Anybody ever seen Washington crossing the Delaware? There's only 3 of them that are authentic. One was burned during an air raid during World War II, and this is the other one there. It's been hanging there, expected to bring about $20 million at auction. Wow. Now, that's a piece of history.
Yeah. I wonder why they are getting rid of it.
It was taken out of the White House in 2014. I would like to know why it was taken out. And I've read the article twice, and it does not tell who, what, or why, who actually owned it. But $20 million, you could own it. Or plus. I don't have that kind of cash. I'll have to go visit it. Bang.
Not long ago, I saw it was kind of a similar picture. It had similarities, and it was Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that one?
Crossing the swamp.
Right, yeah. He was in a swamp.
I'd like to have one of them. That guy is a real good painter also. He's done the poker game with all the presidents. He's a good artist.
I can tell you where to get one, so if you want it.
There you go.
That's not one.
California. Bears. What do you do when a bear hibernates under your house? Well, that happened to seriously. We don't. I think there's a couple of bears, a lot of those in our area.
Take you some bear spray when you walk outside your house, yeah.
I don't like to hunt anything that, truthfully.
Me either. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm weird about it. I love to hunt, but to me, if you're going to hunt it, you need to eat it.
Yeah, but a bear, you wound one of them, jump out of the tree, well, that's all over for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You'd be safer.
Yeah, I don't care much about hogs. I think they'd come after you, too, if they get a little chance.
Yeah, I've heard those can be very aggressive.
There you go. We found out this morning that Barack and Michelle are going to be breaking away from Spotify. Now, they got this, but they don't like the way things are being handled and told how, and they're looking for a new company to represent them. I'm sure they'll get it. We'll let you know when they do. It's big money for the celebrities and all of that. Now, as you talk about lockdowns, the United States went into a lockdown during that COVID thing, but not quite like China. Let me show you a picture, and this comes from, let me see if I can find it here. Daily Mail. I don't think they've got one that I wanted to show. But basically what they do is they put up fencing. It's not here on not the picture I wanted. But they put up fencing in front of businesses and blocked it to where no one could walk in your business in any shape, form, or way.
I've heard that it's very awful over there right now with some of the lockdowns, that they were taking animals and just they were pulling people's animals out of their home. I can't remember. It was in a certain city. They were arresting people. They were people were starving in a certain area. They had them locked down in a certain area. It was really bad. Really, really bad.
It ain't so bad in the United States is the whole point to that story.
That's right.
It's not. We got our issues.
We think
we need to
have
fix
it
them.
bad sometimes, but when you look at other areas and other countries.
The next story here that I read you, Daily Mail reported this. The White House is claiming that approval ratings don't matter. That's what they're saying. Or at least they're telling this to our friend Joe that's up there, as the polls show that, well, he's way behind. They say that doesn't mean that he can't win the presidency again in 2024. But you can only imagine one way that I would think that approval rating 36%. I don't believe that, but I'll leave it at that. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and tell this guy he's going to lose, as he's teasing that he wants to run for president. It is a Republican, the Arkansas governor, Asa Hutchinson, as he slams Trump. You will be beat if you decide to run against Trump. It will not happen. You will not be president. I will go ahead and tell you now. That's the outcome of your reelection or your election bid. Not happening. I think the two names that float to the top would be DeSantis or Trump, or maybe them together on the Republican ticket. We don't know how this will turn out. We watch, what is it, roughly 6 months from now? What's going to happen in America in November?
Yeah. I think it would be good to have them on the same ticket, because if they were to win, Trump could, run for one more term, and then DeSantis could run after that and have another. That'd be great, but
we send couldn't do a Texas National Guard who was there patrolling, jumped in the Rio Grande to save someone, an illegal that was trying into the United States. He jumped in to try to save them as they were about to drown during this tragic time of losing a loved one.
Yes.
Sad.
The National Guard does so much too. They're called in a lot of times to help out and do things that we have no idea, that they're doing. So.
Same with police officers. As we go to our next story in South Carolina, the Carolinas, what a great place. Police officer showed up to serve a warrant. He was responding. Actually, he was responding to a domestic disturbance call. He was shot and killed there. How these things happen and how they lead to this is just horrifying, awful. But that did happen. We pass along condolences to them there. Chris Rock, his mama is speaking up. She said that she was slapped when her son was slapped. Shame on you, Will Smith.
Right.
That ain't going